Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Thursday Night News. Your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Dan Frome.
And I'm Jen Farrell. Today is April 26th, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
3 8th grade students and their science teacher were sent to the hospital today after vapors caught fire in a lab at the Sewell Road Middle School in Clay. The teacher was doing an experiment before a class in the 8th grade science lab when there was some kind of explosion in front of the class as menthol vapor ignited, although the exact cause of the reaction is still unknown. Emergency responders were called to the school at 1:06 p.m. for a reported fire, and the school was evacuated.
The Secret Service continued to be rocked Thursday by allegations of its agents and many mishaps within the agency, including a prostitution scandal. Though one U.S. government official cautioned against assuming there are systematic problems, they were not properly investigated. The U.S. government official acknowledged that there has been missteps among Secret Service members in the past, while adding that such problems are to be expected given the 147-year history. During the ongoing interview phase, investigators will travel to service members' homes stationed to interview the subjects where, if requested, they will be given an opportunity to have a legal counsel present.
Man, can the government ever get it right? I mean, every now and then, but really. And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Jack Tibor.
Thanks, guys. I'm meteorologist Jack Tibor. What a day we had today. Lots of rain, as I'm sure you are well aware of today. Before I get into what's going to be going on, I want to thank one of our crew people for giving me this lovely umbrella here. You can see there's nice little flowers on it. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing much spring-like weather for the next 24 hours. As we take a look at our current radar right now, you can see those showers that that were sticking around today, giving us all that rain, slowly moving its way out of the area. Now, we are going to be having the chance for some possible snowfall going into tomorrow morning. I'll give you guys all the details on that coming up. For now, we'll send it back inside.
WTOP Dan Myers is at Lake Effect Cafe for open mic night.
And it has been the last one for the semester. What's going on over there, Dan?
All right, thank you guys. As you can see here at the Lifestyles Open Mic Night, pretty good turnout again, as always. I'm here with the host of Open Mic Night, Mike Deschers. How's it going? Thanks for talking to us tonight. So tell us about the success that you guys have had throughout the semester with the Open Mic Nights.
It's been pretty fantastic this semester. We started having it every Thursday, every week. And so it's been great because students can kind of just stop by, when they're in the library studying and doing group projects and stuff like that, and just kind of come, relax, express themselves, and meet up with friends and just have a good time.
All right, and I see it's not just music. We got people doing poetry. What else do you have besides, music and poetry?
Well, one of my favorite performers last semester did this kind of spoken word performance. His name was Skylar Carter. And he didn't do it originally. At first, he did a lot of acoustic acts and that kind of stuff. But after a while, he got up there and he started doing the spoken word. And the first week he did it, he got up there and just started screaming and yelling, and he scared the crap out of a couple of librarians. But it was awesome to just see someone so into it, So, I don't know, there's that kind of stuff. My one friend goes up there and does comedy. His name's Brian Castellan. He actually also does a web series called Hansford. We have all sorts of people, come out here and do a variety of acts, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Now, being that this is the last night tonight, do you guys have anything special planned tonight, or just is it like another typical night?
We don't have any special events planned tonight, but I feel like everyone's aware that it's the last night, so we got a lot of people coming out, kind of giving it their all, doing their best, and we have the typical, we got some kind of crafts, we got people bracelet making, and we brought desserts and stuff like that, and free coffee as always. But it's a good time.
All right, and looking forward to the future next year, what do you guys have planned what can the students look forward to next year? Any changes?
Next year, we want to plan on doing more special themed nights, like we had 80s night and 90s night this semester. We also had a formal night. We're thinking maybe getting in one of those once a month. And we're also hoping to maybe get some larger performers to come through maybe every now and then to kind of spice it up and bring in a larger crowd to the place. So it should be good stuff next semester.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of your night. For WTOP Live in Lake Effect Cafe, I'm Dan Myers.
wife of Prince William, has completed all of her duties to England's crown and is now officially considered royalty. These duties included, but were not limited to, supporting charities, taking difficult tests, and various public engagements. There were fears that commoner-born Kate would have difficulty transitioning into a life of royalty, but with guidance from her husband, she has settled comfortably into her new life.
Almost 1 full year ago, Osama bin Laden was captured and put to death by U.S. Navy SEALs at his compound. Today, 14 members of the slain al-Qaeda leader's family are being deported to Saudi Arabia, said Pakistani officials. Among the 14 were bin Laden's 3 widows and 2 daughters. Earlier this month, the 5 women were sentenced to 45 days of house arrest for living in Pakistan illegally. Their detention ended last week. Officials say they have been deported to their country of choice, Saudi Arabia. Bin Laden and his family moved from city to city with the help of Pakistanis, who arranged everything for them. And now we'll see what's going on in the sports with Mike Gray.
Thanks, guys. Tonight is the night that 32 young men and their families have dreamt of. The 2012 NFL Draft is here. 32 players will be selected as the first round is played out. It was kicked off by the Indianapolis Colts selecting Andrew Luck, and prior to the draft, the Browns traded up to pick Trent Richardson. There should be plenty of action over the course of draft weekend, and as long as no trades are made, the New York Football Giants will conclude the night with their selection. Second round action will continue tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And now, back to the desk.
A police search by Oswego and State Police of a residence in Scriba has turned up equipment and components used in the creation of methamphetamines. Andrea L. Lucerdo, 26, was found in the residence and police charged her with felony conspiracy and misdemeanor endangering the welfare of a child. After a confession stating that she had used the equipment to create meth in February, she has scheduled court appearance for May 17th.
Back to Pooh Corner, or at least Oswego, New York. The Friday of Harbor Fest will include a performance by the 12-time platinum recording artist Kenny Loggins. Loggins, who has performed for 4 decades, is best known for his hits in Footloose, I'm Alright, Danger Zone, and Nobody's Fool, all songs from hit movies. Harbor Fest runs July 26th through the 29th. Loggins will perform on July 27th with Blue Sky Riders on the NRG's Lakeview stage.
Mayor Tom Gillen and 2nd Ward Councilor Mike Myers have scheduled a neighborhood walk for the 2nd Ward in Oswego at 9 a.m. on May 2nd. Councilors of the other wards are being invited to join, and the group will meet in the Midtown Plaza, upper level, to commence their walk. The purpose of the neighborhood walk is to evaluate the conditions of priorities in the immediate area. Additional community walks are being planned for the coming months. Coming up after the break, an in-depth interview with the band OAR.
And we'll have an in-depth look at your SUNY Oswego news.
Coming up later, I'll have your latest Stanley Cup playoff news.
West Utica Street, always featuring family-style Italian cuisine. Also in stock are Canale's frozen dinners, sauces, and dressings. Dine in, take out, or delivery on or off campus. 315-343-3540 and online at canalesrestaurant.com.
Maria's Family Restaurant, located at 111 West 2nd Street. Always serving breakfast all day with lunch and dinner. 10% student discount weekdays with valid ID. Homemade desserts are available, including cakes and pies. 315-216-4562.
You're always welcome at Maria's Family Restaurant.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
University of New York has bestowed the 2012 Chancellor's Award for Excellence in teaching on two professors whose work has been transformative for decades of Oswego students, John H. Belt and Tracy K. Lewis. Nomination materials have stated that Belt, a teacher of technology design for 37 years at Oswego, has earned lifelong admiration for groundbreaking and rigorous teaching methods. And Lewis, a nearly 3-decade-long teacher of Spanish and Portuguese, has always been ready to provide extra assistance.
The semi-annual movie marathon starts this Friday night at 8 p.m. right here on Channel 10 on campus. The marathon ends Sunday at 6 p.m., and during that time you can call in and vote for the movies that you want to see. There will also be opportunities to call in and win prizes such as gift cards to local restaurants. If you plan on staying in this weekend and catching up on work for the final week of the semester, make sure you tune in to WTOP for some great movies.
SUNY Oswego's spring concert performers, OAR, were a big hit with students last Saturday.
WTOP's own Justin Andrews was lucky enough to interview the band. Let's take a look.
Here with the guys with OAR. You guys are back here for a second time. What's it feel like to play in the campus center again after it was sold out the first time a concert was ever here?
We're excited. I mean, hopefully 2 in a row. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. The place is beautiful. The facility's gorgeous, so we're excited to be here.
Caught Oswego on a bad days. It's raining outside. But what do you like playing in college environments? You guys were at Alfred last night. Do you just enjoy the scene and the atmosphere there?
Yeah, there's an energy at college campuses. You know, people want to have a good time. They want to get their release from school, you know. So we try to embrace that and make it really fun, keep it spontaneous and fresh, and, you know, give them a night that rocks.
Yeah, you know, we cut our teeth playing universities, playing schools. We kind of discovered who we are as a band in school when we went to Ohio State in '97 to 2001. So it's always great every year to kind of go back, reconnect with your roots a little bit, and maybe kind of like in Oswego, maybe, you know, go out a little out of the way and get to, you know, some of the smaller towns and smaller schools and things like that. Feel really happy we can do that.
Now, you had an album come out this past summer, King. It's tremendous. I have it myself. You know, are we going to hear a lot of songs tonight from that album?
I think you'll hear a few. I don't know how many are on the set list at this point, but we're definitely playing music off our new album. We're excited to.
Absolutely, yeah.
You also worked with Russell Simmons on that. Talk about that collaboration. Was that interesting to have, you know, you guys and him work together?
Well, we really just got a sample of Russell. He didn't actually come into the studio, but he allowed us to use it. He was very gracious about it. He was excited to do it. He believed in the meaning that we were going for, and that meant a lot to us, and we're really proud to have it on our record, have him on our record.
Yeah, you know, it was really a special experience because he had to approve it. You know what I mean? He had to listen to it, and we came up listening to, you know, Russell Simmons and things like that. So it's a pretty cool thing, man. It really was.
You guys what's your favorite venue you guys have ever played in before? You've been in MSG. You've been all around the states and in Canada as well.
You know, we were at this venue in Atlanta, Georgia recently that was really, it's a beautiful space to play. It's called the Tabernacle. It's a converted church. So, you know, it's got its own vibe, but there are people below you and in front of you, to the sides and kind of wrapping around behind you, and above and in front of you. And there's really, you know, no place that feels like that place does and gets as loud as that place does. And that's one of my, you know, favorite spots.
Yeah, there's so many. You know, we've been to all these different places throughout the country over the years. You know, Red Rocks is a really special place. We look forward to going there every year. We're going to be at Jones Beach this summer, so we're really excited to be back there. You know, we're fortunate. There's too many to count, but those two are pretty special.
Thank you very much, guys, for spending some time with us. I hope you have a great time with the show. You guys are watching WTOP here. OAR going to be live tonight.
Now here's a look at your full forecast with Jack Tibor.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm meteorologist Jack Tibor. Let's take a look at our forecast that we had for today and for this coming weekend. Today was one of those days that was kind of a mix. You saw a little bit of everything. Had some sunshine today. We had some rain. So we're going to take a look at what we're going to have this weekend. Right now, 45 outside. There was some drizzle out there, but you saw a few minutes ago. It actually wasn't raining at that time, but the wind is going to be the factor going into tonight. 90% relative humidity and wind chill of 40 degrees. Let's take a look at our almanac for today. You can see our high today, 55, not too much high above our average of 58, and not nearly anywhere close to that record of 84 back in 2008.
Our sunrise this morning was at 6:05, and the sunset getting a little bit later every day at 8:03. Temperatures across the state will start off in the western part of the state. 45 in Buffalo, our low point today in Jamestown, and 50 in Binghamton, 46 in Syracuse, and 46 in Watertown, and our high point today in Albany of 56 degrees. Now, I want to show you the IntelliCast satellite because this will kind of paint a picture of what we've been seeing this week as far as the cold temperatures we've been having. If you look at this, you can sort of see like a snake going right across the entire United States. That's the jet stream. You can see it underneath it, a lot of moisture. Now, basically, the two things you need to know about this map is that above the jet stream, we have a lot of cold air, and below the jet stream, a lot of warm air. And you can see the cold air is pretty much hanging out in our area. So that's why we've been seeing this cold temperature, unseasonable cold temperatures for the last several days. Taking a look at the northeast in our region, you can see this low pressure system that is working its way out of the region. This was associated with that cold front you can see below it that gave us all that rain that we've been seeing for today. And you can see right behind it that other cold front, which is going to be giving us some very cold temperatures going into tonight and tomorrow. Our current radar, you can see all that moisture I just mentioned working its way out of the area. And the thing we're going to have to be take into account for tomorrow is a possibility for some snow showers before that entire system heads out. So as you look ahead to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, you can see that this blue right here, that's indicating the possibility for some snow showers. Now, my guess is that this snow will be falling pretty much within the morning hours, anytime before noon. I'm not expecting that it will be any significant accumulations, but just be on the lookout for that as you're going out and about. The roads may be a little bit slick. As we jump ahead to 2 o'clock, that starts to move out. You can still have some spotty showers working its way into Pulaski and Watertown and higher elevations of the Tug Hill. And as we look ahead into tomorrow night, right around 8 o'clock, all we can expect are pretty much some clouds, but those clouds are going to be working their way out, giving us some clear skies. As we look ahead for tonight, your forecast, 33 mostly cloudy, scattered rain and snow showers after midnight. It is going to be breezy, so hold on to your hats if you're going out and about. Winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. For your Friday, rain and snow showers, otherwise cloudy, very windy, 20 to 30 miles per hour, high of 42. And Friday night, that system moves out, giving us some clearing. And the one thing you're going to want to account for if you have any vegetation is that there is a possibility for some frost developing late. The National Weather Service has not sent out any issued any advisories or warnings as of yet, but the temperature 29 going to be dipping well below freezing, so you're going to want to keep that in mind if you have any crops or vegetation. Taking a look at your 5-day forecast, you can see tomorrow is going to be the day that is really going to be unsettled weather, but if you look at it, Saturday and Sunday going into early next week, we're going to be clearing up and getting some pretty nice clear skies with lots of sunshine going into the weekend, and those temperatures are going to be in the lower 40s and increasing as we get into early next week. So it's going to be pretty nice if you're going to be out and about this weekend.
And when we come back, we'll have your Hollywood update. But first, here's your late night menu.
Italian restaurant, serving the Oswego community since 1954. Located at 156 West Utica Street, always featuring family-style Italian cuisine. Also in stock are Canale's frozen dinners, sauces, and dressings. Dine in, take out, or delivery on or off campus. 315-343-3540 and online at canalesrestaurant.com.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Maria's Family Restaurant, located at 111 West 2nd Street. Always serving breakfast all day with lunch and dinner. 10% student discount weekdays with valid ID. Homemade desserts are available, including cakes and pies. 315-216-4562.
You're always welcome at Maria's Family Restaurant.
Now here's your connection to Hollywood with Janelle Francisco.
And now it's time for your celebrity updates. Beyonce was just proclaimed the most beautiful woman in the world. She quotes, "I feel more beautiful than I've ever felt because I've given birth." This is Beyonce's 9th appearance as most beautiful woman. Other veterans against Beyonce include Julia Roberts and Nicole Kidman, but we all know Beyonce will always put a ring on it. Lindsay Lohan was recently spotted on the set of Glee. She will appear on the show as playing herself as a celebrity judge for New Direction as they head to nationals. As Glee comes to an end for season 3, we're excited to see what Lindsay has to offer. Chris Brown has officially moved on and found a new love who is not Rihanna. Both Mystery Girl and Chris have been romantically tweeting pictures back and forth. We wish you guys the best. Move over, Will Smith. There is confirmation that Justin Bieber and Lady Gaga will play aliens in the new movie for Men in Black 3, coming to theaters in 3D soon, so watch out. And last but not least, confirmation has come in today that Tom Cruise will come back as Maverick, along with other key players for Top Gun 2. Paramount Pictures confirmed Mr. Peter Craig is expected to pen the script if he's not too busy writing for Bad Boys 3. That's it for your celebrity updates. Let's take it back to the desk.
Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber as aliens. I don't think that's too far from the truth.
Not at all.
Everyone's eyes are glued on the television tonight as the NFL's draft is underway. Let's see what it takes to get those jerseys and more with your full look at your sports with Mike Gray.
Tonight, the New York Rangers had a chance to take the series as they forced the Ottawa Senators into Game 7 back in the Garden. The Rangers and the Senators went scoreless in the first. The second period was a different story, as the Rangers went on to score 2 early goals, one by Mark Stahl and the other coming from Daniel Girardi. The Senators were able to strike back and get a goal of their own as Daniel Alfredsson took advantage of the power play to decrease the deficit to 1. The game was scoreless from that point as the Rangers went on to victory with a final score of 2-1 to close the series. Another Game 7 was taking place on the ice tonight as the New Jersey Devils ventured into the Bank Atlantic Center to face the Florida Panthers with the series all knotted up at 3 apiece. The opening face-off took place at 8:30, and the first goal was scored by Adam Henrique of the New Jersey Devils less than a minute and a half into the game. The score is now 2-0 Devils in the second period. The Eastern Conference second-round matchup will be set at the conclusion of this game. In baseball news, the New York Mets had the opportunity to sweep the Marlins today. The Marlins held a lead of 2-1 until Justin Turner drew a bases-loaded walk and Kirk Neuenhuis hit a game-winning RBI single with 2 outs in the 9th. The Mets successfully swept the Marlins and next take the field against the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field tomorrow night. That's it for sports. Now back over to the news desk.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
Canale's Italian Restaurant, serving the Oswego community since 1954. Located at 156 West Utica Street, always featuring family-style Italian cuisine. Also in stock are Canale's frozen dinners, sauces, and dressings. Dine in, take out, or delivery on or off campus. 315-343-3540 and online at canalesrestaurant.com.
The Oswego MBA program helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
dive into the lighter side of news, as a University of Texas student uses technology to track down her stolen items.
Omar Lewis tells us how she did it.
I couldn't believe it.
Sunday's band rehearsal started off like any other for University of Texas music student Natalie Smith.
And like we always do, I just left my stuff backstage.
Thieves had taken off with nearly $5,000 worth of stuff.
It was terrifying.
She immediately called UT police and then realized her iPad was also missing. But it happened to have a GPS tracking system on it. Using a friend's computer, she couldn't believe what she saw.
We watched my iPad drive around Austin.
The thieves took off from UT's campus and headed south down Lamar in what turned into a hunt for the stolen items. Police used the GPS device to follow the thieves to a Planet K tobacco shop, and within an hour of the theft, 2 suspects were arrested.
They had used some stolen credit cards that were part of the thefts, and also found some illegal drugs.
It's a tracking device that Smith says saved the day.
When I first got my iPad, I was like, I'm never going to use this, but I turned it on, just because you never know, right?
And a decision she's now thankful she made.
It saved all my stuff. If I hadn't had that, we wouldn't have been able to find anything.
The city of Las Cruces is considering cutting off water and sewer services with outstanding tickets due to a $2 million deficit in fine revenue. A spokesman in the city's public information office declined to comment on the Huffington Post, but city officials reportedly sent out warning letters to residents recently threatening that they might get cut off from water and sewer lines. But if you think that getting your utilities cut off is bad, just listen to this.
A Spurn lover has been convicted of assaulting her partner after trying to bite off more than she could chew. Sinead Walker had gone to her ex-partner Vincent Reynoldson's house in Bath, New York. She had went to apologize for an earlier argument during which she had assaulted him. When Mr. Reynoldson asked her to leave, she became abusive and lashed out at him. Miss Walker, who had consumed an entire bottle of wine, pulled down his boxer shorts, grabbed his penis, tried to tear it off, and then bit it. She was found guilty of assault on Monday after her ex-partner told the court that he and his genitalia had been left permanently scarred.
And now take a look at your Class Day forecast.
Well, as we can see, tomorrow starting off in the mid-30s, making our way up to a high of 42 for tomorrow. Possibility for some snow showers tomorrow morning, mainly before noon. But as we look ahead into late next week, there is a possibility for temperatures going into the lower 70s. So that's something to look forward to.
That is interesting. Quite interesting indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness me. Whew. Wow.
Good way to end the semester, I guess.
Oh, wonderful way to end the semester, if I say so myself. So, what is it with the weather, It's like the winter was apparently mild to normal people here, and now the weather's just pounding us with terrible rain.
Well, all I can say, we're getting into late April, early May, and we're going to start seeing those temperatures going up. So, something to look forward to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Definitely on the later side of news.
Well, that will do it for here, us at WTOP 10 News. We're done for the semester, so we'd like to thank you all for sticking around, and we'll see you next fall. And we all hope that you all have a just rockin' summer. And for everyone here at WTOP.
I'm Jed Farrell.
I'm Jack Tieber.
I'm Mike Gray.
And I'm Dan Frome. You stay classy this week.